Okay, this is CER. It's probably one of my favourite stocks to chart. I don't own it. I chart it because a friend of mine owns it. And I've been playing with the Pitchfork recently, so I'm just going to use that to try and capture the price action. So we might start with this big one here if we go from the high to this low here, and we'll take this high here. And it's basically a way of identifying trends. And you've got a bit of a back test there on that median line. This is the median, and it's come back. It's had a bit of a test there in the middle. It's come back. It's actually broken out of there. And what it's done at the moment is I draw a trigger line, which is just connecting those two pivots there. It's actually just broken above that at the moment. If you're trading these, the rule is or one of the rules, depending on what set of rules you use, is if the price can't make it back down to this median line, it breaks out above this trigger line, and that's a buy. And so that's done that recently. But anyway, we'll keep going. That's one Pitchfork that's actually downtrending, a downtrending fork. So I'll colour that red. Just colour that red so we don't get confused. And I'll just draw another fork using this high here, more recent high. I go from high to this low here to this high here, and there's another fork, and what we have is the median line here going through here, and the price is actually reacting around this median line. It's actually busted past it, come down, back tested it, closed on it, broke down, closed back on it, broke it. Anyway, it's a confirmation that it's good to me anyway. It's come down. It's actually failed to reach again, and it's busted out past this higher time, and it's now actually just closed exactly on there at the 25.5 cents. So that tells me that's good too, and I might colour that one black so we don't confuse ourselves. If I draw the trigger line on that one as well, just from that pivot there up to there, it's actually starting to try to break out of that now. So that's quite bullish to me anyway. But anyway, that's what else can we do? We can go draw another Pitchfork from if I take this low here and this recent high here and this here, bang, and I'll colour this one blue so we know what we're doing. And I like this. I didn't choose the this later. Normally I'd choose the later low here for my point of origin, but I didn't this time because it actually has a relationship with both the other two forks that are drawn. It's sharing this anchor point here, but it's actually sharing the center point on this one as well. So it's sort of acting as I I could have drawn that as a modified shift, I suppose. And what I like about this one is it's had the test there of the median line, broken up and down past the median line. Once it made this big move up, bang, it's made that big high right on the upper time target, and it's broke down from there. This trader sold that down, but it's that would not normally be a sign of reversal when it's made such a big move away from there. So that would tell me it was going back down to the bottom there, but it's actually done that as well, gone to the bottom as well, and it's done the same thing on the other side. So it's so what it's going to do tomorrow, it's anybody's guess. Anyway, so I thought that was quite cool anyway. So what this tells me is that these forks are good because it's capturing past price action. And the more I read about these forks and play with them, the more you come to realize that you really need, if you're going to apply some predictions and that sort of thing with these forks, you got to get the alignment right. You got to make sure it's picking up what's happened in the past. And so this median line, if you're going to call this middle line a median, we've got confirmation where the price has come back to the median. The idea behind the median line is, of course, that the price will tend to revert back to the median 80% of the time, and when it doesn't, it's signaling a change of the trend. But anyway, we'll see this. We've had touches here, through the 50% here, of course, here, and then it's just confirmation that the forks are good. So, but anyway, so that's a bit of interest. We were commenting on the CER forum before about this. What we've got here is this little triangle pattern that was happening here. It's going to be a breakout, and it did break out, and we were suggesting the target would be the 27.5, and of course it made that today. It's come back down from there, but if you're a day trader, that's a big, you would have made some money on that if you were paying attention. Okay. All right. The other thing I've been playing with is some action-reaction lines. So I'll put these on here as well, and you'll see what we come up with. An action-reaction line is you pick a significant low. We'll say this is a significant low here, and then we pick a middle, which is the next pivot, which is up here, and that's our middle. And then, hang on, so this is our low, this is our middle, so that's our action line, our middle, and we have a reaction line at 100% fib here, and that's completed that range. It's gone up to the middle, come back, busted through, gone up to the 100% there before reversing back. What does that tell us today? Nothing about today, nothing much. So I'll delete those. Delete that one, and we'll try something else. I'll use that. We'll use that same bottom line there. Okay, we'll use the fibs to help us out again. We'll take that low there. We'll take this as our pivot now. We'll treat that as our center point. Bang, bang. Okay, so we have a center point. Oh, wrong line. We have our center there, and we have our action line, our middle line, and our reaction line there at the 100%. And guess what we see here? What's happened at the 100% line? Bang! It's made it up there, and it's reversed. So that's pretty neat, I thought. Anyway, so okay, so and it's actually, the price is actually closed right on it right now. So yeah, so that's rather interesting, I thought. But let's keep going. How about we try from this low, make this our action line here, from this low here, and if we made that our middle line, and that would take us up to, and that's our new action line. I'll colour that blue. Our middle line, I'll colour that blue as well. That's probably a faster way to colour these, but anyway. And then the reaction line at 100%, bang, and guess what we have there, right there, bang. I'll colour that blue I want. Bang, we've had resistance. It's given us resistance there, come back down, resist it again, and it's broken back up above that. So, okay, well, let's try another one. How about we make, what can we do? What can we do? What if we keep that action line there, and we'll make this our middle line, our previous 100% line, we'll make that our middle line. Bang, so we'll keep the colors, and bang, what do we have? Lo and behold, 100% line. So we have our middle, our action line, our middle line, our reaction line, and I'll just color that blue again. And where has that closed? Bang, right on the 27.5 cents. That's actually completed today. When it's hit that, it's had that reverse back. And what I find neat about this is it's actually hit exactly on the fork, on the up time where the up time of the blue fork crosses, and that 100% line, that reaction line crosses. It's bang. You couldn't pick it better, could you? And that's rather freaky, I think. Either someone else is drawing this as well, or this is just it's just one of those things. Okay. So what do we do with that? What's gonna happen next? Do we wonder? Well, and we can see from this action line, and if we call that the middle line, where the price came back down, supported on that line. Once it started moving away, it was always going to go up to that 100%. So let's go, unless there was a reversal, of course. So what can we, if we're going to use this method again, what can we use? Well, let's take this as a significant low here. So we'll start from there. We'll take this next pivot, which was there, and that takes us up to, that gives us a middle line, that gives us the action line down here. I'll color that red so we don't get lost, and I'll make it a bit wider so we don't get lost either. Actually, I'll set that as default. So anyway, so that's our base. Where's our middle line was there, and then our reaction line was actually went through and reversed back. That doesn't tell us anything, so except what it's already done. We want to know where it might go next, so I'll delete that horizontal. It's getting a bit busy here, but if you just stay with me, I'll keep that as my action line. Move the fibs up to the next pivot point here. Actually, before I do that, I'll delete these other fibs because it's starting to get in the way now. There we go. Okay. We'll use that as the middle line, as the action line. Have the middle line there. Bang. I'll draw the red horizontal at the 50%, and guess what? That's actually hit the 50% exactly. That's because it's coming from this 50% here. So it's hit that exactly. But what it does do is set you up for this 100% line. Where are we? There it is there. That's your next one, the 29.5 cents. I was going to pick a time frame. Bang, copy arrow to there, which takes you right to the cross there again.